guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So it's been 2 days since you guys saw those clips. Yeah, so I've been trying to film this video for the past 2 days, but I just had a lot of work 2 days ago, and then yesterday I was fasting and I had a headache and everything, so a bunch of excuses. But anyways, so I have the time today. I got a lot of work done, and so let's just get right into the video. All right, so what I've basically done is I've made a list of everything that I want to talk about, and I'm just going to go through each point like really quickly. I don't want to make this video too long. I just want to get you guys the information that I'm trying to get to you. And so, yeah, let's just get started. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is having an agenda or like a planner or something. So for example, I have this. I was going to get an agenda, and for the time being, since I didn't have one, I just wrote it onto a notebook, but I realized that I actually like this better. So basically what I do is, actually I'll show you like this. Basically what I do here is like, I have 1 week like this, and then the second week down here like this. And basically I'll just write the date going down like this. And over here at the top, I have this empty space just for like projects or like homework that I have to do. That is just like, I don't have a specific date that I want to do them. It's just like a reminder that I have to complete those tasks. And then in here, I'll just write everything that I have to do, you know. Yeah, it's just really like organized way to keep track. And obviously, like as I do them, I like to cross things out. It's just more like a sense of like, it gives you like a sense of accomplishment. So when you see like less items on the list, it's just like more motivating to like, oh, let's just finish that last item that I have to do. And it really helps out a lot in my opinion. So, and for all I've seen, like when other people do this, it also helps them out as well. So I definitely recommend having like a planner, like organized like this to help you organize all your work. All right, so the next tip that I wanted to talk about was breaking up your bigger projects into like smaller parts basically. So what I'll do is if I know I have like a big project, or even if I don't know, let's say I have like a homework assignment that I have to get done, but I have a lot of work and I don't think I'll be able to complete the entire assignment. What I'll just do is in the little boxes, I'll just write start, and then I'll just write start and then whatever the assignment is. Like for example, if I have math homework, like let's say like the first couple of problems are like really easy, and I'll just start the homework. And I might just keep going like, oh, I'll just do one more. By the time I realize I'm just already finished with the work. And so that's just one more assignment out of the way. So if I have bigger labs, for example, and I know I'm not going to be able to finish it, I'll start the lab. When I go through it and like see what I have to do, I'll be able to make a good estimate of like how much time it's going to take me to finish the lab. And I'll just put it into whatever date that I am sure like I'd be able to finish it. And that really helps me out instead of like just writing like physics lab or like math homework, which is like more overwhelming for people. And it's just like, it kind of makes you like procrastinate, like not start it. But once I started using this strategy, I've noticed myself, like observed myself, that I don't really procrastinate as much because in my mind, it's just like, oh, I just have to start it. I don't have to finish it. So that was number 2 for me. All right, so the third thing that I wanted to mention, it's not really like a productivity strategy, but like just hear me out. So basically what I've started doing is, oh, my old habit was like I'll have work that I have to do, and then I'll have like a show or like YouTube running on a different tab. And it's like I have that like in my mind, like I have to get started on this, but like I'll also want to continue watching this, and that's going to overpower me. Like I'm just going to continue watching what I'm going to watch. And that way I'm actually not going to be able to fully enjoy what I'm watching. So what I've started doing is like, if I know that I'm not going to do it, I just stop worrying about it. Like I'll just put it to the side. I'll like exit out of it or something, and I'll finish. I'll put all my focus onto like what I'm watching. Like if it's a show or whatever, I don't know. If you're watching a show, just continue watching your show, finish your show. Don't worry about the thing that you're not actually going to do at that moment, so you can actually enjoy the show. So when I started doing this, what I realized was like I wouldn't continue watching more. Like if if I was actually stressing about the homework that I had to do, I would just keep watching more because it's like, oh, I just keep pushing it later and later. But once I started just ignoring that and just actually focusing on the show, what I realized is in my mind, I'll be like, okay, I've watched enough of this now. I should get to work. Like I want to be productive and do my work. So yeah, it would just be like, if you know you're not gonna do it, then stop stressing about it. Like, just enjoy what you're doing. Like, kind of like live in the moment. But like, I don't want to be like spiritual or anything. But like, that's basically what I'm trying to say here. Like, just focus on one thing at a time. So yeah, that would be number three. Yeah, number three. Number four would just be to like take some breaks in the middle. So like once you finish an assignment, or let's say you get to like halfway of an assignment or something like that, just take breaks. Like you know, watch, I don't know, like watch an episode, for example, or like go take a walk or something. I don't know. Whatever you want to do, just take a little break. But also, if you realize that while you're working, you don't really need a break, like don't just say like, oh, I'm gonna take a break at this time. If you realize like you're in that like flow state of just like getting work done and you're being like really, really productive, don't break that. Just continue working until like, you know, you that just kind of goes away, and then you can take your break afterwards. All right, so the next one, I don't know what number this is now, but it would just be to leave your phone in the other room. Now I know like if you know you're gonna get like important calls and text messages or emails or whatever, then I guess this might be harder for you. But instead of another room, you could just put it like farther, like across whatever room you're in. You don't have to put it in another room. But I feel like if you have it around your desk, even if you turn off the notifications, you're gonna be very tempted, like I am, to check like your notifications, like if you got DMs or whatever. Yeah, so I just find it helpful to like leave it far, so like you're just not gonna want to get up if you're lazy like me. So yeah, I feel like that really helps, especially when I leave it into another room. I realize like sometimes I won't even think about my phone, like, and I'll just be working. Cause when it's there, or like when it's on my desk somewhere, then I'm just like I just want to pick it up, like. But yeah, so whatever number that is, the last tip from me would be, let's say like you're waking up early. Like for example, I wake up early and I go to work out early in the morning. So I take pre-workout, which has caffeine in it. So I would suggest taking caffeine on only some days. Like of course I'm not saying like you should take caffeine like every single day to be like productive or anything, because that's obviously not good. You don't want to just like continue to rely on caffeine, or start just relying on caffeine to help you work. But I feel like if there's like one of those days where you just feel like you're just not focused, you just have no energy, then I don't really think it's a big deal. Like you can have some coffee. Like I take pre-workout before my workouts, but I feel like it kind of helps me like in terms of energy and like focus, like even after my workouts, like a few hours later. And I feel like that helps me like once I come back from the gym, and I can just get a bunch of work done in that like short period of time, like after the gym. And yeah, it's really helpful, honestly. Like, so use it as a tool, don't start relying on it, is what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, that's pretty much all the tips that I have for you guys. And I think I'm gonna end the video here now. All right, so I know I just said I'm gonna end the video right here, but quick other tip. Since I made this video about like, you know, keeping up with like school, keeping up with like the gym, I applied this video like in terms of like schoolwork, but definitely you can use it in terms of like gym and everything. So I recommend, like, if you can, I would suggest going to the gym like at a set time, like every single day. Whatever days you work out, just go to the gym at that set time. And I think that really helps, like, because you know that like that block of time is reserved for like the gym. So for me, like, I always go into the gym and my workouts are always like 2 hours now. So from 7 to 9, basically, like, if like I'm getting picked up by my friend, then it's definitely like my workout just goes from 7 to 9. But if there's certain days where like he can't pick me up and I have to go walk, then it takes up to like 4 hours because I have to walk all the way there. But yeah, just know that like, but I'll adjust accordingly. So just know like have try to have a set time block for that type of stuff. Um, and in terms of like if you're working too, like you're obviously gonna have a time block for that. Um, yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. Um, yeah, like the video if you did, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. That's pretty much it.